form submissions feature in the Unbounce listener is by far the most powerful way and accurate way to track form conversions on all of your Unbounce pages, especially at scale. Now, every time an Unbounce form is submitted, the listener is going to push this event into the data layer along with information from the form submission and the Unbounce page itself. You can see an example right there. But let's jump to an actual live page and take a look at this. We'll fill out a form. And what we'll see here is that we received this event called UB form submitted. Now, this collects all of the information that you just saw in that example code. But in this particular case, we see more fields because we're actually using a full live form. We also collect information with the form submission about the actual page using the page ID that you see when you're editing the Unbounce form. The variant, whether the variant is the main page or the challenger, and the name and the actual URL. Now, you'll notice that Google Tag Manager, we have our form submit activity also turned on for Google Tag Manager. But this does not contain very much information that's helpful to us. Well, actually, see, this information is coming from our data layer, not from Google Tag Managers, and that's because this event from ListenLayer fired prior to that. But this form submitted event, specifically what it's adding to the data layer is just this information, which makes it very difficult to utilize to identify specific form conversions, to categorize our forms, or to collect other information. We also find that that event is not very reliable. Sometimes it will fire twice, sometimes it won't fire. And so the listener from ListenLayer for Unbounce forms is much more powerful. You can also write rules inside of ListenLayer to push custom values into the data layer. For example, we could categorize all of our forms. Let's say we have a single Unbounce account running landing pages for 2 different brands. We could identify the brand for the particular page by writing a custom rule, and then we could easily segment out our conversions inside of Google Tag Manager. So if you're interested in that powerful feature, jump into the custom data layers feature inside of this listener.